Hey, so I'm kind of astounded by the timing of things today. So morning schedule, or whatever, and then I was like, okay, it's nice and warm out, and not hot, but warm and sunny, with a little breeze. And I'm gonna come out and do a reading in my little spot, and the lighting was so funky. It was just all like harsh white light and then shadow, and it was really hard to see. And as I was trying to maneuver around, because I'm so into the production value here, um, I had to laugh at that too. And then the neighbors, lawn mowing people came and fired up, and they're a little bit later than usual. And so I was like, I had been debating just sitting out in the sun, maybe taking my shirt off, whatever. And then, but I was worried that if I sat in the sun very long, that I would lose all motivation for doing anything and just want to just jellyfish in the sun. And, but then the lawn people fired up, and it's loud. It's like right there. And that fence, right there. And then they weren't mowing the fence, silly. You don't mow the fence. You mow the grass on the other side of it. That's what we're talking about. All right. Just, I just want to be clear about things. So, but I thought, okay, these two guys that come over here, they usually take about 30 minutes total. If I sit out in the sun for 30 minutes, and it's before noon, the UV won't be too bad, and it won't lull me into just this blissful nappiness. And so yeah, but I think it was just one guy today, so it took him about 45 minutes. That being said, I feel nice and warm on my skin, but also the lighting. It's just the sun went behind the tree, and here we go. I mean, the tree moved until it was blocking the sun because we moved. I don't even know, right? What's the relative whatever? Okay. Hello, I am Trip. This is Real Nature Trip, and we do tarot here mostly. Sometimes we talk about our feelings no matter what. Because that's mostly what's important. How we feel, how you are. How are you? Are you doing all right? All right. I mean, I didn't give you time to think, and I didn't give you... Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. But really, the main point of this channel, the tarot part is kind of like the secret level. Like, you think you're just listening to a song, but there are messages in here, and it's about love, and it's about healing, and it's about vibing with the universe. That pretty much covers it, right? Love and healing and vibing, however you want to say it. And I tell bad jokes, and because we like to put the light in enlightenment, we like to put the mint in enlightenment, so it's nice and tasty. Just kidding. I see my little mint plants are growing. All right, whatever. Let's get focused. Let's get focused, Trip. Let's put on a good show for everybody. Actually, let's not do it. Let's not do the show. Trip's not doing the show, you guys. Nope. It's Spirit. It's Spirit's doing the show, and I just get to be the lucky mouthpiece that talks to you. So I am so glad you're here, because otherwise I'd feel pretty foolish. Nah, I wouldn't even know. I'd just keep going. And then, so yeah, I'm so thankful that you're here. Oh man, one of my favorite things on YouTube happened yesterday, where I did not do a video yesterday, and I gained a subscriber without working. It was like, that's how the big bucks start coming, like it just starts. No, that was really, really cool. So Mr. Miss 249, whoever you are, thank you for coming. But you wouldn't be 249, or the next one, it could be happening right now, 250. You wouldn't be 250 if there wasn't 1 through 249, You guys are all number one in my heart. Even the family members that are watching. Even the people I know from outside of this. I still love you, and I love everybody here. I love you. I love you. I love you. My heart loves your heart. See, the wind picks up when I start to say something on task. Oh, okay, that was a good shuffle. Okay, I lied. It was a bad shuffle. It was a good mix of the cards. It was just functionally not so good. Spirit's telling me to go buy the book today. I'm going to buy the book today because Spirit says, you know what? You seem like you might get a little off task. And you know what? You know what? I'm like saying, you know what? A lot right now. Okay, so this is kind of the three energies, and we'll start with the past, present, future energy, and then we work on like desires and interpersonal stuff and whatever situations, stuff like that. Energy, think energy. And here we go. If you like what you hear, then be assured, like, okay, things are grooving, we're in flow with that. And if you don't hear anything, it's like that part of the message probably isn't for you. If you just like gloss over, if you go to the bathroom and you come back and you really didn't miss anything, then that wasn't for you. It's the timing is so amazing. It is just, it blows my mind. Okay, but if it clanks in you and it goes that is some resistance to something, and maybe it should be investigated, you know. And you probably already know what it's all about, but maybe it's said in a way that makes you go no, makes you just go like, all right, maybe I should look at this in a different way, you know, a different angle. Okay. Oh, let's ask. All right, Spirit, you do your dirty work, and I'll do my part in this. This is so great. Thank you for letting me do it. Thank you guys for here. Anyway, Spirit, you just do what you got to do, and we'll have fun doing it. All right. Thank you. Deep breath. You know, and all the stuff I do, you know, if I pray, meditate, you know, just try to be in the now, whatever, the first thing I should be doing, and sometimes it's the last thing I remember to do, is the breathing part. Just settle things down with some breathing. Yeah. By the way, the 2 wild cards are in here. I'm not naming them. I'm just calling them wild cards. Something wild, something different, change. A wild card brings change, right? So something changey, wild, something unknown. That seems kind of apt, right, for some wild cards. All right, so here we go. Hindsight. So we got 7 of Swords. Insight, 2 of Swords. Very swordsy, very truthy. And Foresight. Oh, less about the swords, more about like what it does for you. So like immediately I'm starting to think about information, in like the input of the outside world, and how it was about truth and finding truth, and like, oh, they're lying to me, and it's getting away with just like and getting wrapped up in the world, right? Getting wrapped up in the world, and then boom, like withdrawing from the world, inner truth, learning that, you know, bum bum bum. That's that current energy, like so introspective. What is she? She's got bright yellow shoes that I've never noticed before. Bright yellow. So there's yellow. There's a thread of yellow throughout these cards that I'm seeing now. Yellow. All right. So, and I have a yellow legal pad. Okay, so yellow, I heard long ago, as a color, promotes thought, right? Like red promotes aggression, and orange promotes hunger, and you know, blue and greens are calming, or you know, that kind of thing. And yellow promotes thought. So it feels like in the past, a lot of thought, a lot of in your head, you know, and the rat race, and the deceptions, and the whole thing. Withdrawing from that, you know, she's wearing white there's so much white and light that it's more pure. Like I remember a poetry class in college where they decoded everything, and red roses were like romantic or sexual, and white flowers were more about purity. And so when I think purity in our sense, I'm thinking the core of us, the heart. So getting closer to the heart. And you know what? There is some thoughts, but those are not now the central part of this. They're not just drenching you anymore. Your thoughts aren't in control. But there's still a little thoughts. And as you see connection, the other yellow thing in there is the moon. I'm getting wild here. Spirit's going wild. Like enough thoughts about like seeing your connection to the natural world and kind of a vibe in that direction. You know what I mean? All right. Future energy. It's looking out in a new way. Like we found the truths. We're not stuck on the truth anymore. We're like we've learned what we needed to learn to go forward. And now what's more important than the truth is how those ideas affect you down deep. And wands are fire, and fire is like inspiration. So it's leaving you your past and your present, what you've been doing. I saw water, I needed to drink it. Have been leading you to now this new way of seeing things. And it feels like you've got the truth written down on a notepad and shoved in your back pocket. Like you need it, you got it. But it's not about like the facts and the truth anymore. And then and who really knows truth, right? That you can know some truth for yourself. Okay, I like where this is going. It's like, because it goes from chaos inward to now a new way of seeing and operating, an outward look, a new outward look onto the world. Good job. All right, the desire. So 8 of Pentacles. So there's some so there's still some desire to like, not just make it in this world, but do well in this world. Like be known for doing well at what you do, and not in a prideful way, but just doing it so well. And maybe there is a little pride left over, maybe there is a little pride left over. So maybe kind of look at your desires a little more carefully, and about like, have you been down this road before? Have you done all these things to get that success or that achievement or that recognition or that whatever? And it was lovely, wasn't it, for a bit? But how did it leave you in the long run? Where are you now? So this desire today feels a little bit tempered, like whatever this feels like an earthly desire, right? There's something you want to achieve on earth. But I feel like if it's me we're talking to, like let's say it's me, goofy trip, I do fear getting so wrapped up in it that I lose my way again. Like I start tying my identity into it. And let's just say it right now. Here is a person. Here is what this person is doing. They're not attached to him. Let's be thankful that's happened, right? That it's not attached to him. Like that four of Pentacles, they're like under his feet. They're right here. They're kind of attached to him. So is that the desire to do earthly stuff, to achieve, to do well, but still not attached to it? Well, let's see what our challenge is. Our challenge is Knight of Swords. So I'm seeing like truth coming in a rush, right? Like that card, truth and rushing in. The challenge is rushing in. Yeah, it's Spirit saying, be more thoughtful, be more deliberate, be more intentional. intentional. Otherwise, you're gonna get wrapped up into some old ways, maybe subtly, maybe not like, you know, but there are some subtle traps in there. The solution, dun, 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 dun. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is telling me today, remember what got you here. In like here, this position you're in now. Ooh, big motors revving. Boom, 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 boom. Like what's gotten you to this point? There's a lifetime of stuff. There's a lifetime of experiences. There's a lifetime of struggle, joys, pains, sunshines, rains. So it's kind of saying lean into that experience and remember where you fell prey. Spirit with the turn of phrase there. That's not how I talk. I don't fall prey to things. I mean, I have, but I don't say it that way. All right, so this is the interpersonal stuff. So the first card is you, second card is this other person, and the third card is you two together. So you might be thinking of, like, okay, when we draw the first card isn't you, it's the energy about you we're talking about. So when you see the second card, you might relate that energy to somebody that you know. Does that make sense? All right, you, the moon. This is that rising up. One of the things I read about the moon, it's like, yes, it's a new opportunity, but it's this coming out from underwater. So you have come out from underwater. And now, yeah, going back to the Three of Wands, there's new opportunities for you. And we were just talking about somehow being tied to the moon, the yellow in the shoes and there in the moon, just enough thought that you keep your heart tethered to the moon, and there the moon shows up. Now I'm getting a little freaky. Oh yeah, speaking of freaky, I was gonna show more skin, and I just tanned it. I don't know if you can tell. Not really. Okay, so that's you and this other person. Six of Wands, or Swords, sorry. Why do I want to say Wands? So Six of Wands, it's someone kind of getting organized, getting their act together. Six of Swords here, it's someone moving toward calmer waters. At least this is someone desiring to move toward calmer waters in your life. And maybe they don't know where to start. That's what Spirit's saying to me right now. There's someone in your life that's really wanting to move toward calmer waters, and they might be trying to figure themselves out physically. They might be starting to do some yoga / meditation. They might be going that direction. They might be going therapy. They might be jumping into church. I don't know. I can't tell. But the desire is to kind of leave chaos behind and not leave anyone behind. They're not running away. They're see what I'm saying? I feel like if I would have done this 20 years ago or 30 years ago, I'd have been like, they're running away. They're getting away from this mess. No, they're taking everything with them that they need, their loved ones and what's important. They've got a boat full of ideas. They've got a boat full of ideas. Someone pursuing something. They've got a boat full of ideas, yet they're healthy enough not to leave any part of themselves behind. So this is someone pretty positive. And the two of you together, oh, this is great. We just had this card yesterday, and I haven't seen it in a while. The Three of Pentacles, building something from the ground up. You guys are building something from the ground up. And I feel like this person might surprise you of what they have to offer, because you guys come from different, walks of life. You got the monk head here and this jester looking fella, and then this fancy person. They elevate. That's the word that's coming through. Elevate. You two together elevate something. Elevate each other, elevate your deeds, going back to that 6 or 8 of Pentacles. Wasn't that the dream, like achieve, but like only for the purpose of love and, you know, light, all that good stuff? I don't know. All right, we're getting close here. Situation. All right, that something's coming to an end, but where there's an end, there's a beginning. Sometimes I think of our lives as vines, you know, growing up like a wall or whatever, and and everybody's a vine, and you know, some have a head start on us, and some, you know, we grow at the same time, but we sometimes grow together and we intertwine, and then we stay that way, or we grow apart or whatever. And stories to me are almost arbitrary in that these two things go together for some reason in my mind. The vine thing and the fact that the beginning and the end of a story is arbitrary, you know, it's just a slice of any part. And the end of whatever story that you're thinking of, you know, maybe it's a grateful end, maybe it's bittersweet, whatever. And maybe it's tough, but it's not the end. It's just, it is now the beginning. I mean, if the Fool card shows up right now, yeah. Do, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, remember who you are. Remember what you've been given. Remember your gifts. Do. And man, we're getting some pentacles going on here. That kind of goes with, so the earlier the desire had some sort of achievement, and it's saying, hey, you know, keep it pure, keep it simple, keep your intentions aligned with your heart, and just go for it. Just go for whatever that thing is. So, and don't feel guilty about like, oh, you know, it's a money goal, or it's a, you know, an achievement, and it's earthly, and it's so, you know, whatever. We're here to do stuff. We're here to go bounce around and bump off of each other and create situations. And so if you're feeling a calling to do something, you know, that's priority number one, listening to that call. You know, there's something out there you want to go do, and Spirit's giving the green light, saying, here, go for it. Go for it, baby. And look at how beautifully caressed it is. It's just cupped and held, supported. It is supported. That's one of those words they use, right? Abundance, supported. And don't tie yourself up. Don't fret it. Don't worry about it. Oh my goodness. This is a good one. This is a good one. Like, I feel the juice. The message is strong, and I feel like I didn't specifically said, oh, I really want to install car stereos, but if that's your thing, oh man, and the noise is coming. So the lawn guys are out, the construction guys are in. But Spirit's saying, if you've got a joy, a desire, an internal push for something, that is a message. Go after it. Go do it. You won't know what the whole outcome is and what it's for, but I guarantee you, if you're following your heart, you're in for an adventure. You're in for a ride. You're in for the list of pros is bigger than you know, right? And there's the list of cons is there, but those are all learning situations. Okay. All right. So hey, that's the end of the read. It's beautiful. I love this for you. Let's see, what is today? Wednesday. So I did one Monday, I did one Wednesday, and tomorrow I'm going to skip and just go Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week. And then this weekend we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get one in. I've been saying that and then not doing it, or you know, it's been sketchy patchy. But I am trying to go with the flow. I am trying to follow whatever. And there's been days where I go sit in the sun and it's like, this is it. This is all I want to do today. And, or, you know, whatever. Yeah. So Um, yeah, follow that joy, follow that excitement, you know, not the nervous excitement, not the like urgent excitement, but more of the like imagine what could happen, the possibilities of this excitement, you know, the the creative excitement, the joy factor. Oh man, lovers on the bottom of the deck. Have they been there the whole time? What have they been doing down there in the dark? All right. So yeah, so just know I won't have a television show tomorrow, and but yeah, Friday for sure. And then next week, my goal is to try to be consistent, you know, 5 days a week. But I'm also trying to flow. That being said, there was something. Oh, hey, the other thing. I mean, if you made it this far and you're about to subscribe, it was 25.55 right there. I saw 555. If you are going to subscribe, I do love it if you put a comment. I really like to hear where your people are from. You know, that is really cool. Um, but just a hello is great, you know, or whatever. And any thought you want to share? So I do love you, and I'm wrapping up now. I can sense it. The wind is changing. It's there we go. Here we go. We're time to wrap it up. All right. Well, just know I do love you, and we're gonna do this again in a couple days. All right. Goodbye.